If you are a captain who is looking to set up a corporate team for a race, first go to Find a Race, select the race you would like to create a corporate team for, and open up the tab for Corporate Teams. If this tab is not available to you, then corporate teams are not enabled for this race. For the purpose of this tutorial, however, we will assume that corporate teams are enabled and continue by clicking on the button for Create a New Team. Enter in your team's name, and look at what team types are available to create. As you select each one, you can learn more about what is included with that particular team type by referring to the description box to the right, and once you have decided on a team type, move on to the section for event cost. Enter in the percentage of the event cost that the team will pay for members. For instance, enter in a 0 if the member will be paying the entire amount needed for registration, or enter in 100 if the team will be covering the entire cost of the member's registration. And if you would like, enter in a code that all registrants must enter in order to join your corporate team. While code setup is often optional, there are some races where the race director will insist that all captains create an entry code for their team. For these instances, you will be notified before moving on if you need to create a code. If you offered to pay a percentage of the member's event cost, you can use the calendar to designate when you will stop paying for additional members, or you can enter in the maximum number of members you are going to cover. If you enter in both an end date and a maximum number, then the cost coverage will cut off with whichever parameter is reached first. Use the checkbox to set whether family members and/or friends are allowed to join this team or not. And if you check the box allowing for family and/or friends to join, you can set the maximum number of additional registrants an employee can register for the group. And you can use the text box to write in any further details related to registering family members and/or friends. Click Continue, and you will be brought to the payment information for your corporate team. At this point, you can choose to either pay now using a credit card, for which you can fill out your credit card information and click Create Team, or you can choose to pay later and hit Create Team. Keep in mind that the race director has the ability to customize corporate teams so that teams must pay for the initial fees at the time of setup. If this is the case, you will only be shown the option for pay now using a credit card. After hitting the Create Team button, you will be given confirmation that your team has now been created. And if you click on Go to Team page, you will be brought to the newly created Teams page, and here you can manage all aspects of your personal corporate team. For a detailed run-through of what you can do on your corporate teams page, please refer to the video, How to Manage a Corporate Team for Captains.